counting down the hottest videos and bringing you talks with your favorite stars every weekend on Hot 20. I'm Haley Hughes. Don't forget, later we get you ready for the kickoff of Blake Shelton's fall tour. This week, Justin Moore sits at #1 on the country album chart with his new release, Kinda Don't Care. Katie Cook followed Justin to Charlotte during his media blitz to talk new music and for a unique challenge.
Now you're in the driving a wreck inside as you're walking through that door. You look like
These days, Justin usually plays arenas, but he went back to his roots in Charlotte, doing a show at a club he'd played before he even had a song on the radio.
Describe these club shows to me. Like, obviously, they're a little bit more intimate. I would think maybe a bit more of a connection with the crowd.
Yeah, you know, I haven't done them in 4 or 5 years.
if they wanna see my sweet side, my soft side, my best side.
They're rowdy. I always say there's a difference between playing in an arena and an amphitheater, and the clubs are a whole different thing. You know, you can look in people's faces and see their eyes and their reactions, and so it's fun. I've missed it.
Been sitting there tipping back, crown straight, working.
For Justin's fans, it's been a long wait for new music, but it's finally here. The new album is called Kinda Don't Care, but Justin actually cared a lot. That's why it took 3 years to find the songs and the sound he was looking for.
I know you said in the liner notes that you really intended to take your time with this album. How do you think that ended up affecting the music?
I'm hopeful that the additional time that we took is reflected in it in a positive way. You know, our albums have to be rooted in traditional country, but with all these young cats out here, I need to try to stay relevant and modernize our sound just a touch, and I'm hopeful that we achieve that.
Charlotte is ground zero for NASCAR, so while he was in town, Justin paid a visit to the home of the Chip Ganassi racing teams.
You're gonna do this kind of simulation, right?
I'm
Tell
a
me
little
about
scared.
this.
Are you?
You should be scared, because apparently I'm helping you direct this little car.
We look ridiculous, right?
They looked even more ridiculous once Justin got his blindfold on and they tried to simulate the relationship between a driver who can't see what's beside him and his spotter, in this case, Katie Cook.
Faster, faster. Okay, now go left, 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 left. Really, really left. Yes!
Fortunately, they were only using a remote-controlled car because the results weren't quite perfect.
And we hit $1 million car.
Was that good?
That was perfect!
As much fun as this day was, there's also a downside to life on the road.
You have 3 little ones at home now. Is it getting harder and harder to get on that bus and go?
Oh, absolutely, yeah. No offense, but I wouldn't be doing this if I had enough money in the bank. I'd be playing dad all the time, but...
Oh, you'd miss it.
I would, but you know, like this week is their first week of back to school, so it's tough for me to be gone. I broke down the other day and sobbed on my dad's shoulder for 15 minutes. I'm like, I want to go home, you know. But we're so blessed to be able to do what we love for a living. We're in the minority of the world's population, and I certainly don't take that for granted.
He's such a dedicated dad. Justin is next up on our countdown. You Look Like I Need a Drink is at #11 this week.
That baby habit, gotta have it, you can't quit. I got your fix.
Chris Lane at #5 with Fix. Have you caught the reference to the popular TV show Breaking Bad in the song? In the chorus, Chris sings, "I'll be your smooth ride, that late night, your Walter White high." Walter is a main character on the TV show who was a high school chemistry teacher turned meth manufacturer. Well, the actor who played him called Chris out on Twitter. Check this out. Emmy winner Bryan Cranston wrote, "Hey, I am Chris Lane. Next time you're at a cool tune using my name, at least let me be in the video." Chris responded, "This would have been epic." Now, to be fair, Bryan, Chris didn't write the song. In fact, he told us he hadn't seen Breaking Bad, so he had to be brought up to speed on what the lyric even meant. Stick around. Will it be Kelsey, John, or Jason? Who holds our top spot on the countdown? Stay tuned. If it's happening in country music, you'll catch it here on CMT's Hot 20 Countdown. I'm Haley Hughes. Florida Georgia Line teamed up with Tim McGraw for a brand new song titled May We All. Tim even joined Bryan and Tyler to make a music video, and Hot 20 was on the set. That video premieres on FGL's YouTube channel this coming Monday. Today, we have a look behind the scenes. Bryan and Tyler spread their acting wings for the first time in this one, which is sort of a mini-movie with a dramatic life or death scene. They also brought in a guy who knows his way around a movie set to share the acting load.
Round of applause for Tim McGraw, please!
Even though Tim has appeared in some big-time movies, he felt like the guys didn't need any advice from him.
No, I would save all the good stuff for me. No, I didn't have to give them. I don't have to give them any tips. Are you kidding me? I'm just holding my side of the bargain down. They're doing a great job.
Okay, action. Action, clear car.
It's been fun, man. There's a ton to learn, and it's fun just seeing how the whole process comes together and how it's kind of a puzzle that you get to shoot at different times of the day and put the whole thing together for a beautiful, awesome masterpiece at the end.
May we all know that nothing ain't cool to you.
Tim doesn't just appear in the video. He also sings on May We All, a song that is the next step in FGL's musical evolution.
For us, it's a little bit more grown up, and that's why we had to bring our brother Tim in on this one to
Bring the grown-ups in on this
solidify it, man. It's got a cool vibe, and we're so excited to share with our fans.
Tim is one of those FGL fans himself.
For me, I've been doing this for a long time, and so when you see freshness come along and people that are doing different stuff and things that are sort of tweak you and get your attention, you know, I'm inspired.
Tyler and Brian were inspired too by getting to work with a guy they've been listening to for, well, just how old were they when they first heard Tim anyway?
Man, I don't even
22,
know.
23.
Man.
I was just fresh out of college when Tim first started.
I mean, I started when I was 12.
Yeah, exactly. Indian Outlaw.
Indian Outlaw, Don't Take the Girl, you know.
I forget. I just know it made
Well,
my
it's
mom cry.
25 years ago at least, so somewhere around there.
Wow.
Well,
Yeah. I remember
I'm 29, so whatever that means. I don't know. I'm not saying.
Oh, boy.
I remember
I
watching
wish
my
I
mom
hadn't said
cry.
that now.
Sorry.
I've been listening to Tim for as long as I can remember. Next weekend on Hot 20, we'll examine the all-star list of artists who will be up for CMA Awards this fall. Eric Church moves up a spot right now to number 3 with his hit, Record Year.